Picture this. A man walks into a Costco on a Tuesday afternoon. He's wearing a plain gray t-shirt, jeans from Target, and a pair of New Balance sneakers he bought 3 years ago. He pushes his cart through the aisle, picks up a rotisserie chicken, a pack of Kirkland socks, and a bulk box of oatmeal. Nobody looks at him twice. His net worth is $4.2 million. He's not hiding. He's not performing. This is just his life. And if you passed him in that parking lot, you'd have absolutely no idea. This is the silent millionaire. And according to research, there are 24.5 million of them living in the United States right now. The overwhelming majority look nothing like what you've been taught wealth looks like. So the question is, what does their life actually look like? And more importantly, what do they know that most people don't? Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Capital Principles. I'm your host, and today we're pulling back the curtain on something most financial content completely ignores: the silent millionaire. Who they are, how they live, and the habits that got them there. Let's get into it. For most of our lives, we've been fed the same image of what a wealthy person looks like: the Porsche in the driveway, the Rolex on the wrist, the penthouse, the designer clothes, the Instagram posts from private yachts in the Mediterranean. And here's the uncomfortable truth about all of that. Most of it is a performance. A very expensive, very financially destructive performance. When researchers Thomas Stanley and William Danko set out to study real millionaires in America, they went exactly where you'd expect: to affluent neighborhoods, big houses, fancy zip codes. And they found something shocking. The people in those neighborhoods, most of them weren't actually wealthy. They were house poor, car poor, status rich, and cash broke. The real millionaires, the ones with actual seven-figure net worths, were clustered in middle-class neighborhoods, driving used Toyotas, living in houses worth under $1 million, shopping at Costco on Tuesday afternoons, 94%. Not a few of them, not the frugal ones, almost all of them. And yet, we keep trying to look rich instead of becoming rich. We buy the car we can't afford because we want people to think we've made it. Meanwhile, the guy who actually made it is driving a paid-off Honda and quietly moving money into index funds. So let's talk about the day-to-day life of a silent millionaire. Because it's not what you think. The average American millionaire is 62 years old. They own their home. 95% of them do. Their average home value is around $982,000. Comfortable, yes, but not a mansion. They drive practical cars. A 2025 study found that 64% of millionaires drive Toyota, Honda, or Ford, not BMW, not Mercedes, not a $150,000 Tesla. They budget. And this one might be the most surprising part. Over 62% of everyday millionaires still budget after crossing the $1 million mark. They track their spending. They look for deals. They use coupons at Costco. But here's what gets me every time I think about this. They're not miserable. They're not depriving themselves. They spend money, but on things that actually matter to them: health, experiences, education, quality over flash. They go to the farmer's market and buy the expensive organic vegetables. They take the European vacation, but they planned it for 18 months and got the points flight. They invest in the really good mattress because they understand that sleep is foundational to performance. It's selective spending, intentional consumption, and it's the complete opposite of what most people do, which is spend impulsively on things that signal status and then wonder why the account is always empty. Okay. So now you know what their life looks like. But how did they actually get there? Because I think most people assume it was some big moment. A startup exit, an inheritance, a lottery ticket, a crypto play that hit. But the data tells a completely different story. 79 to 80% of American millionaires are first-generation rich. They didn't inherit it. They didn't win it. They built it, slowly, deliberately, over decades. And here's the method that built most of them. Not the exciting one, not the viral one, the boring one. 40 to 45% of millionaires built their wealth through nothing more than a career salary, combined with consistent, long-term investing. They maxed their 401k. They put money into index funds every single month. They let compound growth do the work over 25 to 30 years. No business exit. No real estate empire. No single moment where everything changed overnight. Just discipline. Month after month. Year after year. Letting time do what time does when you stop interfering with your own future. The U.S. added 562,000 new millionaires in 2024 alone. That number is accelerating. And the vast majority of them? They look exactly like that guy in Costco. Here's the part of this that nobody in personal finance ever talks about. Most people spend their entire lives chasing more. More money, a bigger number, a higher salary, another investment, another income stream, and they never stop to ask the one question that actually matters. How much is enough? The silent millionaires, the really free ones, have calculated what researchers call their enough number. It's simple math. Take your ideal annual lifestyle cost. Divide by 0.04. That's how much you need to never work again if you don't want to. If your life costs $80,000 a year, your enough number is $2 million. If it costs $120,000, you need $3 million. That's it. That's the finish line. But most people never draw the finish line. So they keep running. Indefinitely. Stressed, burned out, chasing a number they never defined. The silent millionaire knows their number, and once they hit it, something shifts. They're still ambitious. They still build things, but they do it from abundance, not desperation. That's the real freedom. Here's what I want you to take away from this. Wealth in America has a public face and a private reality. The public face is what you see on social media. The cars, the watches, the flexing. The private reality is a 62-year-old driving a Honda, shopping at Costco, and sitting on $4 million in quietly compounding assets. The silent millionaires won because they stopped playing the game everyone else was playing. They didn't try to look rich. They just quietly became rich, one disciplined decision at a time. And the most powerful part of this? Their path is available to almost anyone. 80% of them started from zero. No inheritance, no lucky break. Just time, discipline, and the courage to be boring when everyone else was performing wealth they didn't have. Calculate your enough number. Start investing consistently. Stop buying things to impress people who are probably in debt themselves. That's the whole playbook. If this video shifted something for you, hit the like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need to hear this. Subscribe if you're not already. New video every single week. And drop a comment. What's your enough number? Have you ever calculated it? I want to know. I'll see you in the next one.